Hi, it's Alicia Lyttle, and welcome to this episode of the Digital Jampreneur. On today's episode, we're going to talk about creating a winning resume. Stay tuned. So you want to get a job and you know that you need to improve your resume. So how do you do it? What makes your resume look more professional? How can you create a resume online that looks graphically amazing? It's a competitive job market right now. So we're going to use some digital tools and go online to really get our resume right. Now, to do this, I've asked my friend and team member, Camille Dunstan, to help us with this. Camille's an expert at helping people to make their resume have impact, to make it stand out, and to look so professional in today's job market. So let's see if Camille's ready. Camille, are you ready?
I'm so ready.
All right, well, we're so excited to have you here. So let's go ahead and get right into it with Camille.
Hi, Alicia. Thanks so much for having me on today's episode of the Digital Jampreneur. I'm looking forward to helping people realize that they can create a winning resume online with the right tools and a little know-how.
The first thing we're going to do is open the design tool and type in resume. Once you type in resume, you're going to be presented with a bunch of options. So scroll through them and choose the one that best suits you. When you've identified the design that you like, customize it to make it more you. Let's take a look at this one. When you're thinking about how to design your resume, consider the colors of the brand that you're applying to. If you use their colors, it'll stand out more to them. It'll attract them to your document. Don't overthink your personal profile. Make it simple. Start with your experience in the field, mention your passion for what you do, and how you see yourself being an asset to the company that you're applying to. Don't use words that are going to make it obvious that you search synonyms for certain words. Fluffing it up can sometimes do more harm than good. You do not have to list all your work experience. See your longest tenures. Including jobs that you only worked at for a few months can make it seem as though you're inconsistent and unstable. You don't want that. If you're asked about gaps in your work experience, once you've booked an interview, you can then mention an on-job or an internship. When listing your education, there is no need to include your kindergarten or primary school. Trust me, they're not interested in that. Mention your 3 most recent or your highest degrees, and of course your high school. Education tends to be where people over-explain and is usually what ends up making the document longer than it needs to be. And the recommended length of a resume is just 1 page.
If you're on LinkedIn, make sure to include your LinkedIn profile on your resume. When deciding the email address to use on your resume, make sure that it includes your first and last name. Keep it professional. If you're graphically inclined, make sure you show those skills. Use your resume as your canvas. You might be tempted to ramble in your job description. This is not good. Use bullet point format and list everything clearly. Make it easy to skim. You definitely need to remember that you should always proofread your resume. Nothing is a bigger turnoff than a typo. I recommend Grammarly. It's free and it will help you on your spelling and punctuation.
When it comes to listing your skills, refrain from the classic Jamaican computer skills, as in today's world, you're expected to have some level of computer knowledge. What are your computer skills? Are you great with design software like Photoshop? Do you have accounting skills that you could use your proficiency in accounting software like QuickBooks? That's what they want to hear. Also, make sure you include your achievements. They're a great way to set you apart from the rest.
Keep in mind that your resume is not one and done. You should be updating it regularly. When you master a new skill, receive an award, or get a certification, you should make sure that you update your resume with those details as soon as possible.
Companies are flooded with resumes every day. How is your resume going to stand out from the bunch?
Thank you so much for that, Camille. Wasn't that an amazing presentation? So now you know what to do. You know what tools to use to make your resume stand out. Make sure that you do it. Now, for past episodes of the Digital Jampreneur, make sure you go to our website, internetinkomejamaica.com. Simply click on the Digital Jampreneur. There you'll see past episodes, tools, and resources that are mentioned on the show that you need to refer back to. So make sure that you check out past episodes, and we look forward to seeing you on the next episode of the Digital Jampreneur.